Speaker, honorable colleagues, before I move the me and said to me that I did not introduce myself. So based on the advice from Honorable Boma, I will formally introduce myself as Femi Gbajabiamila. Up until perhaps yesterday, the Speaker of the 9th Assembly. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I stand to move a motion on the need for the federal government of Nigeria and the state governments to commence active measures to mitigate the probable devastation of a severe flood season and prepare palliative and intervention measures to prevent the worst socio-economic consequences for Nigerians in the affected areas. Now, the House notes that large portions of the country from north to south, east to west, are prone to annual destructive flooding incidents. These recurring events have in recent years increased significantly in severity and to the extent of the devastation of lives and property. The House further notes that the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, in January this year released the seasonal climate prediction with a forecast of early onset of rain across the country and heavy rains through the season. The prediction of an early rainy season has already come to pass. There is every reason, therefore, to expect the forecast of a heavy rain season will also come to pass. The House concerned that the 2023 annual flood outlook prepared by the Nigerian Hydrological Service Agency shows that 178 local government areas in 32 states of the and the Federal Capital Territory fall within the high probable flood risk areas. Aware that Nigeria is yet to recover from the 2022 flood, which affected more than 4 million Nigerians, displaced over 2 million people, caused the death of 665 people, damaged about 355,986 houses, and destroyed an estimated total of 944,989 hectares of farmland. The House is also aware that the experience of the 2022 flood caused the federal government of Nigeria to constitute a presidential committee to develop a comprehensive plan of action for preventing flood disasters in Nigeria. The action plan proposes structural and non-structural measures, land and water management systems, and better coordination among stakeholders across the federal and state governments to ensure effective flood management in Nigeria. Now, the House is convinced that with sufficient preparation and collaboration between the federal and state governments, we can mitigate the loss of life and the social economic hardships caused by these recurring flooding events. Therefore, the House resolves to invite the Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and other agencies of the federal government of Nigeria to brief the House of Representatives on the measures in place to mitigate flood disasters and manage the socio-economic impact on the citizens resident in the flood-prone areas. 2, the House resolves to liaise with the relevant agencies of the federal government of Nigeria to ensure the relocation of Nigerians away from the most flood-prone areas. 3, the House is to ensure the federal government of Nigeria stockpiles sufficient quantities of temporary shelter materials, food and nutritional items, and medicines to support people in flood-prone areas. And 4, the House also resolves to encourage communication between the federal government of Nigeria and the state governments to ensure effective collaboration to prevent the worst outcomes in flood-prone areas. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I so move.
Thank you.
I'm not so sure how this fits into the issue of privilege, which I thought I would come under. The next item on our order paper is personal explanation, and I'd rather come on that personal explanation.
Is that what you intend to take your matter under?
Yes.
So please Please go ahead and do it under personal explanation.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. I will go straight to the point. It is with with mixed feelings that I want to, at this time, at this moment, at this hour, and at this minute, present to you and the Honorable House my letter of resignation from this House. If I may, Mr. Speaker, I have the letter here to present to you.
Thank you. Honorable, you may wish to submit. Honorable colleagues, may I have your attention, please? I would want to read the letter submitted by one of our colleagues, letter of resignation, which is supposed to take effect from today. So with your kind permission, I read it verbatim. The letter is addressed to me, the Speaker of the House, and it goes as follows. I write to tender my resignation as a member of the 10th House of Representatives. As you are aware, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has asked that I join his administration as Chief of Staff in the Presidency. After my long service in the House of Representatives, I have agreed to serve in this new capacity. Serving in the House of Representatives has been a great honor, for which I remain eternally grateful to God, the good people of Surulere, Lagos, and Nigeria, and all those who have supported my political journey in different ways over the last 20 years. I thank all those who, in various ways, have made my time in the House memorable and productive. I especially thank my colleagues in the 9th House of Representatives for electing me as their Speaker and supporting me throughout my time in office. May God bless and keep you all. I congratulate you on your election as the Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives. And as you resume this new role at this critical moment in our nation's history, be rest assured of my support and my best wishes. Please accept the assurances of my highest regard. Signed, Rev. Femi Gbajabiamila, member of the House of Representatives, representing Surulere 1 Federal Constituency.
May I take my leave, Mr. Speaker? Thank you.
Thank you.
I take my leave?
Thank you, honorable colleagues. We wish you all the best in your new endeavor. Our prayers will continue to be with you. Thank you and good luck. Thank you. The seat of Surulere 1 Federal Constituency of Lagos vacant as from today. Thank you.